5 free plays for Thursday, September 25th. We're talking Major League Baseball, NFL, and college football in a jam-packed Power 5. Go ahead, smash that like button whenever you agree. Pirates Reds, 12:40. Let's get things going right away. We got daytime baseball to get to. What a disappointing last two games it has been for the Reds. Losing twice to the Pirates, including 4-3 in 11 innings last night. Yet the Reds are still only one game out of the wild card in the National League. They've also not been swept in a series at home all season. So I think we've got to bet them this afternoon. Reds went 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position last night, straight at 13 base runners. I think they should certainly improve upon those numbers here facing Braxton Ashcraft, whose expected ERA and expected FIP are higher than his actual ERA and actual FIP. On the flip side, Pirates remain the lowest scoring team in all of MLB. I know Red starter Nick Lodolo hasn't won in a while, but this is an ideal matchup for the left-hander. He delivered a quality start against Pittsburgh back in May, and the Reds won that game by a score of 7-1. So I like the Reds here. I also like the over in Rays-Orioles, 105 Eastern. I know there's no playoff implications, guys, as these two also rans in the AL East conclude a 3-game series, but this is a bet I think you should be making here on Thursday. Baltimore won 6-0 on Tuesday. Tampa Bay returned the favor 6-2 yesterday. So neither game went over this number. I was pretty disappointed in the Orioles offense yesterday, obviously. I said they'd go over their team total of 3.5 on the show, on Wednesday's show. Obviously, that did not happen. In fact, Orioles were no hit for the first 6 innings. But today, I think the teams here can combine for at least 9 runs. The Rays get to face Cade Don't Call Me Maury Povich, who has a 5.65 expected ERA. And then the Orioles bullpen, bottom 6 ERA in all of baseball. So the visitors should get their licks in this afternoon. As for the O's, facing Drew Rasmussen does seem like a tough matchup. But Rasmussen has not gone more than 5 innings in any of his last 4 starts, so he won't be in there that long. If both teams get the 4 runs here, we're guaranteed to cash. I think it happens. Over 8.5 Rays Orioles. Then tonight, it's Red Sox Blue Jays, 7:07 Eastern. It's your free game of the day on Amazon Prime. I'm going to try again with the Blue Jays in the first 5, even though they have lost the first 2 games of the series. And generally speaking, we're not competitive in either loss. Jays are tied with the Yankees for first place in the AL East after losing the back-to-back games here. 6 of the last 7, I believe. Toronto has lost as well. It would be devastating, obviously, to Toronto not to win this division, but they are still 50-27 at home this season. And like the Reds, who I talked about earlier, the Jays have not been swept in a series at home all year. Tonight, they face Bryan Power, who I generally look to fade. Bayo's expected ERA sits more than a full run higher than his actual ERA. Now, we're going to have to cross our fingers a bit here with Louis Varland, who has never started before at the big league level. It's going to be a bullpen game for Toronto, and that bullpen has been a massive concern. But I just think the Blue Jays can outscore the Red Sox in the first 5 tonight. Before I break down Seahawks, Cardinals, and Army, East Carolina, I wanted to let you know that for the rest of the season, all Major League Baseball plays, all non-5% Major League Baseball plays will be just $9 at WagerTalk.com. That's each and every day at the site. So any Major League Baseball play that I release that is not a 5% play, you can get it for just $9. And that includes tonight's 4% best bet. It was a tough loss, I realized, last night with the over in Tigers Guardians, but still on a 6-2 run in MLB, 20-11-1, my last 32 MLB plays. And by the way, it's not just the rest of the regular season, it's all the way through the World Series. So including the playoffs as well. One more time, any non-5% Major League Baseball pick will be priced at just $9 through the World Series at WagerTalk.com. Great deal. Take advantage tonight. 4% best bet on the diamond from me. Okay, let's get into football, shall we? Thursday night football. We're going to start with the college game, Army, East Carolina, 7:30 Eastern on ESPN. I'd lay the points with ECU here. Well, the Pirates did get beat 34-13 last week at home by BYU. Total yardage, relatively even in that game. ECU turned it over twice in the red zone. They had a pick 6 go against them as well. Meanwhile, Army hits the road after an overtime loss at home to North Texas. Black Knights were very lucky to get to overtime in that game, trailed by double digits most of the way. Now, I know it's hard to fade a service academy getting points, especially when Army has outgained each of its first 3 opponents, and those 3 games have all been decided by 1 score. However, I'm going to trust my power ratings, guys, which say East Carolina should be favored by more than just 4 points. The ECU offense has gotten in the red zone the 4th most times in the entire country, while Army's defense has yet to stop a single opponent from scoring when inside the 20. So lay it with ECU. Guys, weekend is almost here, and that means it's time to get your Weekend Warrior Pass at WagerTalk.com, WT.buzz/BP. Click the link in the description below. Weekend Warrior Pass, what does it get you? You see it right there on the screen. Every football play I release Saturday, Sunday, including any 5% releases, just $49 for the entire weekend. And as an added bonus, if I'm playing Monday Night Football, and there's 2 games this week, any Monday Night Football, will throw that into the Weekend Warrior Pass at no extra cost. A tremendous deal to get on board the weekend. I appreciate all of you who have gotten on board each of the last 2 weekends. This weekend's going to be big. So WT.buzz/BP, Weekend Warrior Pass, all my football plays, just $49 this weekend. All right, let's talk about the NFL. Seahawks and Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern on Prime Video. Earlier this week on Wager Talk Today with Andy Lang, I said that if the Cardinals got up to +1.5, I would throw them in a teaser. That has happened. So let's tease the Cardinals to +7.5. Despite back-to-back double-digit wins, I do not trust Seattle win by margin on the road, not with Sam Darnold at quarterback. Seahawks team has really benefited from special teams the last 2 weeks. Not sure success in the old third phase will continue moving forward. Obviously, you look at that Pittsburgh game, Seattle won, just a brain-dead play by the Steelers kick returner. And then last week against the league-worst Saints, the Seahawks blocked a punt, scored a touchdown not long after, and then they had a punt return for touchdown. Again, I think a lot of that is sort of randomness. I don't think Seattle can rely on that every week. And you look at Arizona, I know they're kind of an unimpressive 2-1 so far, guys, but they could have beaten the 49ers last week, and thus would have been 3-0 coming into this game. All 3 games for Arizona have been decided by 7 points or less, so they make a lot of sense to be thrown in a teaser. And for the second leg of the teaser, of course, we got to find a dance partner here. I'm going to go with Atlanta, also up to +7.5 from +1.5. The Falcons are at home against Washington, looking to rebound from a terrible shutout loss at Carolina. For a more thorough analysis on why I am playing this teaser, head on over to WT.buzz/BP. Click the link in the description below to get right there. I'll have the analysis on this for free right there that you can read. So Cardinals, Falcons teaser here. That's what I would do. All right, it is recap time on the Power 5. Let's go through the 5 free plays one more time. Number 1, I like the Reds money line against the Pirates. Number 2, Rays Orioles over 8.5. Number 3, Blue Jays first 5 money line. Number 4, East Carolina -4. And then we're going to throw the Cardinals in a teaser with the Falcons on Sunday. So there you go. 5 free plays. Let me know what you think down in the comments section below. Do not be shy about letting us know what you'll be betting on Thursday as well. Always like seeing that. If there's a game that you'd like my opinion on that I did not talk about here on the show, ask away. If I see the question in time, I'll be more than happy to answer. If you're looking to get down long term, by the way, so we've got that great Weekend Warrior Pass, but we've got some more special offers to discuss here going on at WagerTalk.com. And these are available on my page. Again, WT.buzz/BP. If you want to add a month for just over $3 a day, how about a 60-day all-access pass for $398? That's a great deal. Or if you want to go even longer, a 1-year all-inclusive pass right now, just $99 per month, plus you get a 25% bonus coupon. Those 2 deals, both on my page. Go to WT.buzz/BP for all the details as we look to keep it rolling up over 40 units since May 24th. September, well, on its way to being another winning month overall. So lock in now. That is going to do it for this edition of the Power 5. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to both like and subscribe. Do not forget to check out the Blitz live at 1 p.m. Eastern today here on the Wage Talk YouTube channel. As always, I'll be joined by both Ross Benjamin and Ralph Michaels to break down this weekend's college football card. Free plays galore. Ask us any questions you'd like. Until then, let's cash some tickets.